You can establish communication between RU devices using the IEC 104 protocol within View plus SCADA. When creating a new channel, select the protocol type as IEC 104. Clicking on the channel will reveal the parameters on the right side of the editor, which determine the communication criteria. Here, enter the IP and port of the RU device in the server IP and server port fields. The parameter W indicates the frequency of sending acknowledgement (ACK) messages. After W packets, an ACK is sent. The parameter K specifies the maximum allowed number of unacknowledged packets. The parameter T1 specifies the timeout for acknowledgement of a transmitted packet. The parameter T2 specifies when to send an ACK if no new data is being sent after this duration. The parameter T3 specifies the timeout for a test frame. The general integration parameter specifies the frequency of sending general interrogation messages. Clock synchronization indicates the frequency of sending time synchronization messages. The GMT time zone expression represents the time zone of the server computer. In the example, IEC 104 simulation is used instead of an RU device. Enter the IP and port information of the simulation. Let's examine the necessary steps to read and write in the IEC 104 protocol. Create a word read tag. When clicking on the tag, the parameter information for the tag is displayed on the right side of the editor. The ASU address parameter specifies the address we will communicate with via the IEC 104 protocol in the simulation. The info object address parameter specifies the 104 address of the tag to be read. There are multiple object types in the IEC 104 protocol, which vary according to data types and whether they are for reading or writing. Since we are performing a read operation for a word type, we select the object type as measured floating type 13. Similarly, to perform writing in word type, we select the object type as short floating command, which is type 50. In the info object address section, enter the address information of the tag in the simulation. For detailed information about object types supported by microdef devices and SCADA, refer to the description section of the video. After defining channels and tags, switch to the SCADA page and assign these tags to the components we created. After the assignment process, to perform reading from the simulation, send a value from the SCADA to the word write value. Similarly, to perform reading on the SCADA, send values from the simulation to the device, and the received values are read from the client. We observe that the values sent from the simulation, 20 is read from the respective tags. When performing writing on the SCADA, we observe that the values we sent are read from the simulation.